Hey there, it's your MC operator here, and today we have something very, very special for you to review. We are going to be reviewing the Springfield Armory TRP operator chambered in 45 ACP. This is the full rail version, and it is completely California legal. Now, Springfield Armory has a plethora of 1911s. They have been making 1911s for quite some time, and I don't even think they know how many they have. Their variations, are large and wide. So, but when people think about the top shelf 1911 makers, you're going to be looking at Wilson Combat, Nighthawk Custom, STI. There's quite a few that are just Dan Wesson, just amazing. But to Springfield Armory's credit, they make great 1911s as well. And this one here comes out of their custom shop, and it is extremely high quality. The list price on this on their website, I believe, is around $1,700. Obviously, retail is going to vary. So, like, you're going to find it for probably more like $1,500 to $1,400 at your local gun store. But some custom 1911s, you're talking about $3,500 to $7,000 for a custom 1911. So this is maybe just a step below that, obviously, but the quality is immeasurable, to tell you honestly. So let's actually take the firearm and show that it is a safe firearm to work with. So right now, there's no magazine in the firearm, and we'll go ahead and lock it back. There's nothing in the chamber. I've checked visually and also physically. So we are dealing with a completely safe firearm. In the magazines, again, we have snap caps, which are basically practice rounds. So it just allows the hammer to be dropped on the firing pin without any sort of issues to your firearm. So we are absolutely good to go. So now, this firearm here is definitely one of my prized possessions. Let's talk about the specs first of all. Again, I've already mentioned to you, we are running in 45 ACP, so it's a very potent and powerful round. The finish they call it is a black Armory finish. The wear is it's made to go 10 to 20,000 rounds without really showing a lot of wear. Now, I have some plans for this firearm, so obviously it's going to be in this configuration for a while, but it's going to change. But it is a 5-inch barrel. It is a forged stainless steel match grade barrel. It has a supported feed ramp, so all that leads to a very smooth operation and very few just mishaps when you're looking to put the round down range. You also have Trijicon front sight and a adjustable rear sight, and those are things that I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to go ahead and because of my old eyes, I will be eventually putting a red dot on this firearm. It does come with ambidextrous safeties, so you have safety on both sides, so you can operate it both left or right-handed. It has a skeletonized hammer and also a skeletonized trigger. The grips are extremely aggressive. These are from VZ, and I believe these are the Operator 2s, but definitely extremely aggressive. And if you have sort of tender hands, it might be a bit too aggressive. But, I have executive hands, and I don't find it too aggressive, so, I'm comfortable with it. You also have checkering on the front strap and also checkering on the back strap. They are 20 lines per inch on the checkering. You can see mine. I have a TLR1 high lumen. Now this is not the current high lumen. This is 800 lumens. As of 2020, they just came out with an HL that is now 1,000 lumens. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that works. But this is definitely one of my favorite weapon lights. The controls are extremely easy to operate, either with either hand. Does have a strobe function as well, and with this, it clamps down to the Picatinny rail really tightly. So it's absolute beautiful firearm. You can see on the back, very well manufactured, and there's no flaws in this firearm, and the operating system is just extremely amazing. You're gonna have serrations on the front and of course on the rear, so that way you can do your press checks to check for the round in the chamber. Now this is a very very heavy firearm. This firearm weighs about 42 ounces. So when it's loaded it comes with two 7-round. Oh no, I'm lying. It comes with two 8-round magazines. No, actually, I'm sorry. It does come with two 7-round magazines. I have just purchased aftermarket magazines from Wilson Combat, which are 8-round magazines. But both the magazines that came with the firearm and also in Wilson Combat, their magazines are known to be one of the highest quality. So. But both sets have been extremely functional and operate without any malfunctions. So this firearm, again, it's heavy. That's what I was getting at with the 7 to 8 round magazines. So when it's fully loaded, you're comfortably over 3 pounds. But when you're shooting it, that weight really comes in handy because it's going to help mitigate the recoil of that 45 ACP round. Now, most practice rounds are going to be in the 230 grain variety. I'm a huge advocate of finding practice rounds that go with your self-defense rounds. So I tend to try to utilize practice rounds in the 185 grain, which is going to be really mirrored to my self-defense rounds. But those are hard to find, especially now that we cannot order. It's harder for Californians to order ammunition. You can't have it come to your home. You got to have it go to your FFL. So it's not impossible. It's just logistically, it's a pain in the butt. But regardless, this is an extremely fun firearm to shoot. The accuracy is, like I said, when you have a fine crafted firearm like this, it's more accurate than you are. So, if you put your work in and put it where it's supposed to go, it's going to do its work. But anyway, the manual of arms on a 1911 is single action. So that means the trigger is really just going to be performing one function. And that one function is to pretty much just drop that hammer on the firing pin. And the pounds of pressure ranges, if you're tuning it to competition, it could be 2 pounds, but most self-defense or normal 1911s are going to have a trigger poundage of like 3.5 to 5 pounds. But where they shine is their travel. So when you go to drop that trigger, you can see it travels very, very short. And then when you actually apply the pressure, it just drops. If I had to guess, my 1911 is right around, I'd say, 3.5 to 4 pounds. Nothing much more than that. It's really quite easy to drop that. Yeah, it's about 3.5 to 4 pounds, I'd guess. So very easy for double taps. When you are ready to engage that target, it don't take much to get it going. Not much more I want to say about this one. You know, I'm really, I'm really trying to make sure that my videos are informative, but keeps people's attention, because I like to talk. I love talking firearms, and believe me, we could talk about it all day. But anyway, with that being said, thank you for stopping by my channel. Please like and subscribe, and by all means, drop a comment. The comment section is always fun and wild, so you know, get in there and have a good time as well. But this is your MC operator signing out. So have a great day. Thank you.